Hey everyone, in this video we're taking a look at the Revoltech Stitch from Lilo Stitch. I saw that they are doing a reissue of this figure, so I figured I'd do a review of the old one so you can see if it's something you want to pre-order or purchase when it comes out. First, we'll take a look at some of the details. The face is sculpted pretty well on this. I think it looks like Stitch. It's got the purple nose. These little white dots in the eyes are sculpted in and then painted. Those are done cleanly. All the paint on him is pretty clean. There's no bleeding on the edges of the lines or anything. He's got his spots painted on his back. There's some wrinkles above the nose. He's got his little tufts of hair on the head and on the chest. There's not really a ton of intricate sculpting going on or anything. He's a little Disney character, so it's not like hyper realistic or anything. It's just like a very soft sculpt, but it looks like Stitch, and it's nice. I would say aesthetically, one thing is that his shoulders look like they're up a bit high, like he's shrugging all the time. Otherwise, I think he looks pretty good. For accessories, it comes with an extra face with the squinting eyes. This has a peg hole on the bottom here, and there's a peg on his head. Oop. That's kind of horrific. So that just has like a little Revoltech joint in there, which is basically like a double ball hinge in here. So a little ball hinge back here connected to one here. So this can shift up and down. And then that plugs on. He's all angry. It also comes with two antennae, and those will plug into either of the heads. There's two holes at the back of the head there. He comes with splayed open hands and a pair of gripping hands. These have a peg hole in them, and in that peg hole you can put the snow cone. This is painted well. It has some white paint on the bottom and then less paint up near the top, so it's a bit more shiny up there. So it looks a bit like a snow cone would. I like that. I think that's nice. Comes with two extra arms, and those arms will plug in these holes on its sides. So the reason for the shoulders looking a bit shrugged with just the single arms on, I think it's because these arms need to have room to move once they're plugged in, but I still think they could have been moved down just a smidge. You only have the two sets of hands, so you're always going to have a combination of the splayed open and the gripping hand, either both splayed on the top or on the bottom, or crisscrossed like this. It comes with some spikies to go on his back. Those plug in the back there. And finally, he comes with a pair of sunglasses. These do have translucent blue lenses. These are painted a nice glossy finish. And these kind of friction fit onto his nose. And there are some little tabs on the back here, and those will snap under the faceplate here. You can see there's like a little notch where it connects to the head. So that's what it looks like with all of his accessories on. Well, minus the other faceplate at least. That's pretty cool. That's fun that you can get all the accessories on him at once and utilize everything. I think it's a pretty decent amount of accessories. I maybe would have liked a couple more hands, or at least two of each set of hands, so you could have them all splayed or all gripping. His blaster would be nice, or like the hula skirt, or his ukulele, or frog or something. I think the accessories he came with are pretty good though. I'm not displeased with any of them, but more accessories is always nice. Now on to articulation. I'll take off the sunglasses for this, and we'll remove his snow cone so I don't lose that. His antenna, like most of his joints, are on little Revoltech joints, so those have a hinge and a swivel. You can move those wherever you'd like. The ears can also be moved around however you'd like. Pretty good range on those. You can get them looped down, or have them standing up, or anywhere in between. So those are nice. I like those. The mouth is hinged. It has two joints on the back of the mouth there. And also, you saw when the faceplate was off, since that joint in there shifts, you can either have the top row of teeth out or behind the lip. So his mouth will hinge open pretty far. And you can close it to have the teeth showing, or close it all the way to not show the teeth. So that's good. I really like how they did the head here. For the neck, there's this big hinge in the back, and then also a ball hinge above that. So you can look down this much, and up pretty much all the way so you can get him skittering on all 6 limbs like he does. It turns side to side. No tilt on that though. For his top set of arms, they go up pretty far, further than 90 degrees. You can get full rotation on those, although the ears and stuff can get in the way a little bit. No elbow articulation on those, just the hinge at the shoulder. And then for the hand, it's only a swivel, so those are just pegged in with a straight peg. For his set of optional arms, those have the same kind of Revoltech joint there, so they go up this far. And those do have a hinge. It's not the best hinge I've ever seen. The sculpt is pretty cut up. See, like this big void in the back here. But those do go just past 90 degrees. It's pretty decent for his little chunky arms. At the waist, there is a swivel, but since he's an oval, it doesn't look great when you use it. You get these big flat spots. So I don't love the waist swivel. And then for the legs, it's just a ball joint where the leg attaches. So it can go out this much. You can kick forward this much, but you do have to rotate the foot a little bit. And then you can kind of wiggle that around on the joint however you'd like. To have him crawling around or sitting, it can't come out all the way, so he can't sit down. So that's nice. I forgot to mention before, the bottom of the feet are sculpted and painted, so those look good. And finally, for articulation, his back piece also on the Revoltech joint, so that can swivel and hinge around. There's a bit of a gap on that though. It doesn't plug in to be flush. Since it has this joint protruding, they would have had to hollow out a little bit more either on the fins or on the back itself. So overall, I think decent articulation for a little chunky boy. For size and comparison, Stitch is standing at about 3.5 inches to the top of his head and just about 4 inches to the top of his ears if they're up all the way. Here he is with a plunderling, plunderlong, and hatchling, if you want to see how he fits with some other little goblin guys. Here he is with the Mythic Legion Swig and a NECA Gremlin. For another Revoltech figure, here's the amazing Yamaguchi Kirishima. And then, to see how he scales with domestic 6-inch things, here's a Marvel Legends Black Suit Spider-Man. Overall, I think he's pretty good. The paint's well done, he's got a nice matte finish. I do wish he came with a bit more accessories, but he's still a fun figure. So let me know in the comments below if you're going to try to get the reissue of this figure or not. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.